Part 1. Introduction. In the heart of Europe lies a country of extraordinary beauty and remarkable balance. A land where snow-covered mountains rise above crystal clear lakes, where the medieval towns preserve centuries of history, and where precision, stability, and innovation shape everyday life. This is Switzerland. Though small in size, Switzerland has captured the imagination of travelers for generations. Its landscape seems almost possibly perfect. Towering alpine peaks reflect its still water. Green valleys are dotted with wooden chalets and grazing cattle. Historic cities blend cobbled streets with modern signs. In winter, the mountains become a world of snow and ice. In summer, numbers into color-banded clear blue sky. Few countries offer such harmony between nature and human achievement. Switzerland has located at the crossroads of Western Europe, bordered by France, Germany, Italy, Australia, and Liechtenstein. It sits at the meeting point of the several cultures and languages. German, French, Italian, and Romansh are all official languages, reflecting the country's unique diversity. Yet, despite the difference, Switzerland has built one of the world's most cohesive and stable societies. The Swiss Confederation retraced into origin to the late 13th century, when the mountain community united to defend their independence. Over time, the alliance evolved into the modern federal state known for democracy, neutrality, and strong local hegemony. Today, Switzerland remains internationally respected for its political stability, humanitarian tradition, and commitment to peace. But Switzerland has perhaps best known for its landscape. The Alps dominate much of the country, shaping both its geography and its nation identity. Among these mountains are Europe's most iconic peaks, including the Matterhorn and the Jungfrau and Eger. Glaciers, cave valleys, waterfall descents from steep cliffs, and railways climb to breathtaking heights. The mountains are both nature wonder and a source of inspiration. Switzerland is also synonymous with craftsmanship. Its watches are mirrored around the world for their precision. Its chocolate and cheese have both global symbols of quality. Banks, research in situation, and advanced industry reflect a culture that values reliability, excellence, and long-term thinking. Modern cities such as Zurich and Geneva rank among the world's most livable urban centers. Yet even in these cosmopolitan settings, nature is never far away. Lakes, forests, and mountains remain central to daily life. Swiss culture is shaped by order, punctuality, and deep respect for the environment. Public transportation runs with remarkable efficiency. Historic traditions are carefully preserved, and outdoor activities such as hiking, skiing, and mountaineering are woven into the nation's identity. In the documentary, we will journey across the Switzerland's most extraordinary landscape and explore the stories that define this unique nation. We will travel through the Alps and along Princess Lake. We will visit Zurich, Lucerne, and Geneva, and the village beneath the Matterhorn. We will discover the origins of Swiss neutrality, the meaning of direct democracy, and the tradition that continues to shape life in the mountains and cities alike. From soaring peaks to quiet valleys, from medieval confederation to modern innovation, Switzerland offers a rare combination of natural beauty, cultural richness, and political stability. Welcome to Switzerland, the land of Alps and lakes and timeless beauty. A country where four languages coexist, where trains glide to the mountain with extraordinary processions, and where every season reveals a new dimension of one of the most captivating landscapes on earth. Here, nature and civilization exist in remarkable harmony, and for all who experience its mountain, cities, and tradition, Switzerland leaves an impression of elegance, tranquility, and enduring wonder. Part 2. Geography and the Alps. Switzerland is a country where geography shapes nearly every aspect of life. Though it covers a relatively small area in the center of Europe, its landscape extraordinarily deserves it. Towering mountains, deep valleys, crystal clear lakes, and rolling plateaus combine to create one of the most spectacular nature settings on Earth. At the heart of the geography stands Swiss Alps. These mountains dominate more than half of the country, define Switzerland's global image. Their snow-covered peaks, glaciers, and alpine meadows has inspired explorers, artists, and travelers for centuries. To understand Switzerland is to understand the Alps. The Swiss landscape is traditionally divided into three major regions. The largest and the most dramatic is the Alps, which extend across the south and east. The Jura mountain from a lower range along the northwest near the French border. Between them lies the Swiss plateau, a region of lake, farmland, and city where most population live. The Alps are country's most iconic feature. Some of Europe's most famous peaks rise here, including the Matterhorn, the Eiger, and the Monch, and the Jungfrau. Many exist 4,000 meters in elevation. Their rugged summits are covered by snowfields and glaciers that have shaped by the land over thousands of years. The highest mountain entirely within Switzerland is the Sprite, reaching 4,634 meters. Glaciers remain the defining element of the Alpine environment. The Aletsch Glacier, the largest glacier in the Alps, stretches more than 20 kilometers. Its immense river of the ice is part of the UNESCO World Heritage Site and serves as a powerful reminder of the force that sculpted the mountain. As glaciers advanced and retreated during the Ice Age, they carved deep valleys and left behind many Switzerland lakes. These lakes are among the country's greatest nature treasures. Lake Geneva, Lake Lucerne, and Lake Zurich, and Lake Lucerne reflect surrounding mountain and city externally clarity. The moderate local climate provide drinking water and offer recreation throughout the year. Switzerland rivers are equally important. The Rhine, Rhone, Inn, and Ticino are of the originate and the Hof. From the mountainous Cotswold waterfall toward the North Sea, it ranges the Sea, Black Sea, and the Arctic Sea. For the reason, Switzerland is often described as an Arab water tower. Climate varies greatly with elevation. Lowland area experience related mixed conditions, while high altitude regions remain snow-covered for much of the year. Winter brings heavy snowfall to the mountain resort. Summer fills valley with the wildflower and green pasture. Autumn paints forest in gold and red, while spring transforms the landscape with running meltwater and blushing mint snow. The geography has profoundly influenced human settlement. Steppe terrain limited agriculture and encouraged strong local communities. Mountain passes such as garden became essential route for trade between northern and southern Europe. Engineering feats, including tunnel and bridge, have helped overcome these natural barriers. Switzerland's transportation system is one of the most efficient in the world. Trains climb through valleys, spiral through the tunnel, and connect remote villages to the major city with remarkable precision. The relationship between people and landscape is especially visible in Alpine village. Wooden chalets, terrace field, and grazing cattle reflect centuries of the adaptation to mountain life. Traditional farming practice continue in many regions, preserving both cultural heritage and biodiversity. The Alps also shaped the Swiss identity. They symbolize endurance, independence, and harmony with nature. Generations of climbers and mountaineer helpers make Switzerland a center of the Alpine exploration. Today, hiking, skiing, and mountaineering remain integral to nation life. Despite its natural beauty, the Alpine environment is fragile. Climate change is causing glaciers to retreat or altering ecosystems throughout the mountain. Switzerland is investing in conservation and sustainable development to protect this landscape for future generations. Switzerland's geography is both dramatic and deeply influential. Its mountains create beauty, challenge, and opportunity. Its lakes and rivers sustain life across the Europe, and its landscape continue to inspire all who encounter them. In the Swiss Alps, nature reveals itself in some of the most majestic and enduring forms. Part 3. Zurich, Switzerland's financial and cultural capital. On the northern shores of Lake Zurich, where clear water meets elegant architecture of distant alpine peak prime horizon and lies Switzerland's largest tower. This is Zurich, a global center of finance and innovation, yet also a city of art, history, and expectation quality of life. Though often associated with banking and business, Zurich is far more than an economic powerhouse. It is a city where medieval streets coexist with modern design, where the tram glide quietly to tree, and where nature remains an integral part of daily life. Zurich's origin dates back more than 2,000 years. The Romans establishment and settlements here called Zurich, taking advantage of the strategic position along trade routes. During the Middle Age, Zurich grew into an important commercial center and later became one of the leading cities of the Swiss Confederation. Today, it stands as the economic heart of the country, had one of the most influential financial hubs. The city is renowned for stability, direction, and international connectivity. Banks, insurance companies, and global corporations maintain major operations here. Yet, Zurich is also a center of research and technology. Institutions such as Zurich rank among the world's leading universities producing groundbreaking work in engineering, science, and artificial intelligence. The historic center, known as the Alps, preserves much of Zurich's medieval character. Narrow covered street between church, guildhouse, and century-old building. Two landmarks dominate the skyline. Grossmonster, with its twin tower, is closely associated with Protestant Reformation in Switzerland. Across the river stands Frauenmunster, famous for stained glass windows designed by Marc Chagall. The Limit River flows through the heart of the city, connecting the old town to Lake Zurich. Along its bank, cafes, promenades, and public space create a calm and welcoming atmosphere. Residents swim in the river during the summer, while boats cross the lake beneath the surrounding hills. Bernina Express, one of the world's most prestigious shopping streets, stretches from the main railway station to the lake shore. Luxury boutiques with watchmaker and elegant department store reflect Zurich's reputation for the quality of the refinement. Yet, despite this popularity, the cities remain remarkably livable. Public transportation is efficient, streets are clean, and green space are abundant. Zurich is also a vibrant cultural center. The Kunsthaus Zurich houses one of Switzerland's most important art collections, featuring work from the Middle Ages to modern masterpieces. The city theaters, concert halls, and festivals support a thriving creative scenes. Music, literature, and design all play important roles in urban life. Nature is never far away. The Uliberg mountain rises just above the city, offering a panoramic view of Zurich, the lake, and the distant Alps. Parks are lakeside promenades provide space, relaxation, and recreation through the year. In winter, ski resorts are the only short train or journey away. Zurich reflects many of quality and societies with modern Switzerland, precision and innovation, property and order, culture and society, and environmental awareness. It is a city that balances global influence with local culture. For visitors, Zurich offers an ideal introduction to Swiss experience. It combines history, natural beauty, and world-class infrastructure in the settings of understand elegance. Whether walking through the old town, cruising across the lake, or watching the Alps emerge on the horizon, one quickly understand why Zurich consistently ranked among the most desirable cities in the world. A place where traditional projects meet the perfect harmony and where the spirit of Switzerland is expressed with courage, confidence, and timeless grace. Part 4. The Lucerne and the Central Switzerland. In the heart of Switzerland, where mountains rise above the shimmering lakes and medieval architecture reflects centuries of history, lies one of the country's most enchanting cities. This is Lucerne, set on the shore of Lake Lucerne and surrounded by dramatic alpine peaks. Lucerne embodies the timeless beauty for which Switzerland is renowned. With its covered wooden bridge, frescoes building, and breathtaking nature settings, the city offers perfect introduction to the spirit of central Switzerland. Its strategic location along the route over the St. Gara Pass made it an important center of the trade between the northern and southern Europe. Merchants, travelers, and pilgrims passes through the cities, contributing to its prosperity and cultural significance. Today, Lucerne remains one of the Switzerland's most visited destinations. Its most famous landmark is the Travel Bridge and Kapellbarke. Construction in the 14th century, this covered wooden bridge spanned the Reuss River and is one of the oldest of its kind of Europe. Inside, tranquil painting deceive scenes from Swiss history and local legend. Beside the bridge stands the water tower, an octagonal stone structure that serves various roles over centuries. Together, they form one of the most recognizable images of Switzerland. The old town preserves much of Russian history character, colorful buildings decorated and with painting facade line, narrow street and lively square. Churches, fountain, and guild house reflect the wealth and craftsmanship of earlier century. Despite its popularity, the city retains an atmosphere of elegance and tranquility. One of Lucerne's most giving monuments is Lion Monument, carved into sandstone in 1021, in commemorating Swiss warriors who died during the French Revolution. The sculpture depicts a dying lion was described by writer Mark Twain as the most wonderful and moving piece of stone in the world. Lake Lucerne is central to the city's identity. Its regular shape extends deep into the mountain, creating a landscape of serene bays and dramatic villas. Steamships are modern boats cross the lake, linking the Lucerne to the picturesque village of Scenic Viewpoint. The water reflects the surrounding peaks with remarkable clarity. The mountains that rise above the city are among the region's greatest attractions. Mount Pilatus tower to the southwest, associated with legends of dark dragon and mystery spirit. Visitors can ascend by cable car or on the world's steepest railway. From the summit, panoramic views stretch across the central Switzerland and the distant Alps. To the east stands Mount Rigi, often called the Queen of the Mountain. It has attracted travelers since the 19th century and offering sweeping view of lakes, valleys, and snow-capped peaks. The mountain is accessible by historic cowwell trails and hiking trails. Lucerne also plays an important role in Swiss culture. The Lucerne, designed by architect Jean Nouvel, it is internationally respected for its concert hall and striking contemporary design. The annual Lucerne Festival attracts leading orchestras and musicians from around the world. Central Switzerland's hold this historic significance. Nearby the meadow and mountain valleys are associated with founding legend of the Swiss Confederation. The story of William Tell, who symbolizes restraint and tyranny, remains an enduring part of the nation's immigration. Lucerne captures a balance that defines Switzerland, history of modernity, nature, wonder, and human craftsmanship, international tourism, and local tradition. The city is sophisticated yet welcoming, dramatic yet peaceful. In every season, Lucerne reveals a different aspect of this beauty. Spring brings blossom along the lakefront. Summer fills the water with boat and the mountain with hiker. Autumn paints the forest in warm color. Winter adds snow to surrounding peaks and festive light to the old town. For many visitors, Lucerne feels like an essence of Switzerland distilled into a single place. A city where medieval bridges cross the clear river, where mountains rise beyond the rooftop, and where the harmony between the landscape and culture is unmistakable. In Lucerne and the heart of the central Switzerland, the country's timeless beauty and display with extraordinary grace. Part 5. The Swiss Alps and iconic peaks. No landscape is more closely associated with Switzerland than the Alps. These towering mountains dominating the horizon, shaped by nation identity, have inspired generations of climbers, artists, and travelers. Here, jagged peaks rise above the glacier and the alpine meadows. Traditional villages rest in the serrated valleys. Trains are cable cars access to viewpoints that reveal some of the most dramatic scenes in orbit. The Swiss Alps are both natural wonder and a symbol of enduring beauty. Among all Alpine summits, none of these famous more than the Matterhorn, rising to 4,478 meters above the sea level. Its near-perfect pyramidal form has become one of the most recognizable mountains in the world, starting the border between Switzerland and Italy. The Matterhorn Tower above the village of the Zermatt. Its sharp silhouette has inspired countless photographs, paintings, and logos. The mountain was first successfully climbed in 1865, an achievement that marked an identifying moment in the history of mountaineering. At the foot of the Matterhorn lies Zermatt, one of Switzerland's most celebrated airplane resorts. The village is largely free of cars, preserving its peaceful atmosphere in pristine air. Golden chalice, flower balconies, and narrow streets creating a settled feel both tradition and refined. In winter, Zermatt attracts skiers from around the world. In summer, hikers and climbers explore hundreds of kilometers of mountain trail. Far north, the Bernese are from another iconic region. Here, the peak of the Asian Mont and Jungfrau rise dramatically above Green Valley and the glacial landscape. The Jungfraujoch Railway carries visitors to a rough highest railway station, more than 3,400 meters above sea level. From this extraordinary vantage point, the vast Aletsch Glacier stretches across the horizon like a frozen river of ice. Below this mountain-like intercaking a town situated between the Lake Thun and the Lake Brent. Its central location makes it an ideal gateway to the alpine region. Paragliders drift above the valley. Trains depart the towered mountain village, and visitors from around the world gather to experience the grandeur of the Swiss Alps. The village of the wind world sits beneath the imposing north face of the age. Nearby Bernina Valley is one of the most beautiful valleys in Switzerland, surrounded by sheer cliff and more than 70 waterfalls. It inspired writers and artists, including whose later imagined fascinating mountain world. One of the valley's most famous cascades is Starbeck Fall, which descends nearly 300 meters in declining approach. The island is also home to remarkable transportation network. Engineering feats such as tunnel, Cockwell Railway, and cable car connect remote community and make high mountain landscape accessible to visitors. The Glacier Express links Zermatt and Saint Moritz, one of the world's most scenic train journey, crossing the viaduct and mountain passes with exceptional precision. Life in Alps has always been required resilience. For centuries, community depended on cattle herding, cheese production, and seasonal irrigation between the valley and high pressures. Many of these traditions continue today, preserving a distinct way of life codified into the land. The mountains have also played a central role in Swiss identity. They symbolize independence, strength, and harmony with nature. The challenge of high peak helped shape the development of modern alpinists and inspired for global fascination with mountain exploration. Yet the Alps are changing. Glaciers are retreating as temperature rise, altering landscape that remained frozen for centuries. Switzerland is actively studying and addressing these changes, recognizing the importance of protecting its fragile environment. For travelers, the Swiss Alps offer a moment of profound wonder, watching sunrise illuminate the Matterhorn, hearing cowbells echo across a mountain meadow, or standing beside the ancient ice create a sense of connection to something timeless. The scale of the landscape invites both aware reflection. In Swiss Alps, nature reveals its grandeur, extraordinary clarity. The mountains are more than scenic landmarks. They are at the heart of Switzerland, a place where geology, culture, and history converge in one of the most breathtaking landscapes on earth. Part 6. Geneva and International Switzerland, one of the shores of the vast alpine lakes, where the waters of Rhone began their journey toward the sea and medical lies one of the world's most international cities. This is Geneva, elegant composition and deeply connected to the global diplomacy. Geneva represents a distant side of the Switzerland. Here, historic streets and lakeside promenades coexist with international organizations whose decisions influence the course of the world of trade. Though smaller than Zurich, Geneva's global significance is extraordinary. Situated in the French-speaking region and western Switzerland, the city occupies the strategic location near the border with France. For centuries, Geneva was an important commercial center in an pleasant gracious transformation. In the 16th century, reformer John Calvin made the Geneva a leading center of the Protestant thought. His influence shapes the city in theatrical and more tradition, leaving a legacy that remains visible today. The old town preserved much of history. Narrow streets led to Scenic Routes, where Calvin once preached. His historic square, museum, and stone house evoke that atmosphere of early modern Europe. Yet beyond these quiet streets, Geneva has developed into the city's remarkable international importance. This most recognizing symbol of the city in the jet d'eau. This powerful 14 sends water more than 140 meters into air and the surface of Lake Geneva, visible from across the country and the cities. It has become one of Switzerland's most iconic landmarks. The lake itself, bordered by promenades, parks, and these alpine peaks, gives Geneva a sense of serenity and openness. Geneva is often called the capital of peace, the European headquarters of the United Nations office, and Geneva occupies the Palace des Nations, a vast complex overlooking the cities. Thousands of diplomats and experts gather here to address issues ranging from human rights to public health and disarmament. Geneva also hosts the headquarters and World Health Organization, the World Trade Organization, and many other international institutions. The city is also birthplace of the International Committee of the Red Cross, founded in 1863 by Henry Dunant. The organization emerges from a Swiss commitment to humanitarian principles and neutrality. Its work has saved countless lives in conflict and disasters around the world. Science and innovation are equally important to Geneva identity. Just outside the city lies CERN, home to the Large Hadron Collider, the world's most powerful practice accelerator. Research conducted here has transformed our understanding of our matter and the universe. The World Wide Web was also developed at CERN, demonstrating Geneva's role in global scientific advancement. Despite its international character, Geneva remains a genuinely Swiss quality. Public transport is efficient. Parks are garden beauty maintained. The city combines sophistication with a calm and orderly atmosphere. French culture influencer, cousin, and architecture and everyday life, creating a unique blend of the sweet precision of Latin elegance. Luxury watchmaking has long been associated with Geneva. The city master holographics established and traditional of craftsmanship myriad around the world. Today, prestigious brands continue to produce some of the finest timepieces ever made. Geneva is also a city of culture. Museum, theater, and music festival enrich urban life, while lakeside walk nearby the vineyard offer moments of relaxation. In winter, the Alps are only a short journey away. In summer, sailing and swimming animate the lake. Geneva reflects Switzerland's role on the world stage. Natural yet engaging, small in size but immense in influence. A city where diplomatic science, humanitarian ideas, and nature beauty converge. For visitors, Geneva offers a rare perspective and it reveals how Switzerland's tradition of stability, cooperation, and precision have shaped in situations that extend far beyond the border. And on tranquil shore of Lake Geneva, one encounters a city whose impact reaches every corner of the globe. Part 7. History, Neutrality, and the Swiss Confederation. Switzerland is one of the world's most stable and distinctive nations. Its political system is rooted in centuries of cooperation among the independent communities, and its policy of neutrality has made the country a symbol of diplomacy and peace. To understand modern Switzerland, it is essential to explore the history of the Swiss Confederation and the principles that continue the shape of the nation today. To understand modern Switzerland, it is essential to explore the history of the Swiss Confederation and the principles that continue to shape the nation today. The origins of Switzerland are traditionally traced in the year 1291. According to the nation legend, representatives from the mountain canton of Uri switched and Antwerpen promised an alliance to defend their freedom against outside power. This agreement, known as the Federal Charter, laid the foundation for what could become to the Swiss Confederation over the following century, adding canton joint alliance. Through culturally diverse and geographically fragmented, this community shares a commitment to local autonomy and mutual defense. Together, they develop a political tradition based on cooperation rather than centralized rule. One of the most enduring features associated with his peril is William Tell. According to legend, Tell defied a tyrannical ruler and became a symbol of the resistance and independence. Whether historical or mythical, history remains central to Swiss national identity. Swiss soldiers engaged before maneuver reposing during the late Middle Age of the Renaissance. Their discipline and military skill were widely respected across the era. Swiss neutrality was formed recognized in 1080 at the Congress in Vienna. Since then, Switzerland has remained outside most military alliances and has avoided direct participation in a major international conflict. This neutrality has allowed the country to serve as a mediator and host for diplomatic and negotiations. Despite the remaining ritual, Switzerland was not isolated from European history. The country experienced internal religious divisions during the Reformation and was influenced by the French Revolution and the rise of Napoleon Bonaparte. In 1848, following the brief civil conflict, Switzerland adopted a federal constitution that established the modern state. This constitution created a balance between national unity and cantonal independence. Today, Switzerland consists of 26 cantons, its significant authority over education, taxation, and local affairs. These structures reflect the country's culture and linguistic diversity. Direct democracy is one of Switzerland's most distinct political features. Citizens regularly vote in provincial and nation and local issues. Throughout the innovation and popular vote, the public play an active role in shaping laws and constitution change. This system encourages civic participation and voting centers. Switzerland, committed to nationally, had also supported in humanitarian tradition. Organizations such as International Committee of the Red Cross were founded in Switzerland and continue to reflect its role in promoting peace and human dignity. The country hosts numerous international organizations and development talks. Neutrality does not mean passivity. Switzerland maintains a well-trained military-based defense system and actively participates in global efforts related to development, human rights, and medicine. Its foreign policy seeks to balance independence with international cooperation. This Swiss confederation has enriched because it builds a compromise, local responsibility, and mutual respect. Different language, religion, and regional identities coexist within shares a political framework. This ability to unite diversity has become one of the Switzerland's greatest strengths. For many observers, Switzerland represents an alternate model in the nationhood, a country where citizens participate directly in the government, where the stability is achieved through the consensus, and where neutrality supports a constructive role in world affairs. The history of Switzerland is not a story of imperial expansion. It is a story of communities choosing cooperate and over conflict. Part 8. Swiss culture and lifestyle. Switzerland is admired around the world for its mountain, lake, and political stability, but the essence of the country is found in the everyday life of a lot of people. Swiss culture reflects a remarkable combination of diversity, precision, and tradition. Within a relatively small territory for language are spoken, distinct regional identities are preserved. A strong sense of civic responsibility unites the nation. This balance between the diversity and cohesion is one of the Switzerland's defining characteristics. Switzerland recognizes four nationalist languages, with German, French, Italian, and Romansh. German is spoken by the majority of the population, while French dominates in the west, Italian uses in the southern canton of Itico, and Romansh survived in part of the Gabardine. These linguistic regions each possess unique custom of and occasional influence, yet all are linked by common institutions are shared values. Swiss society places that important on punctuality and order and reliability. Trains depart precise and scheduled. Public space and are exceptionally clean. Rules are generally respected, and trust in its situation remain high. These qualities contribute to the efficiency to the stability force which Switzerland is internationally known. Education and vocational training play a central role in Swiss life. The country's dual education system combines classroom learning with apprenticeship, preparing young people for career in skilled professions and advanced industry. These practical approaches had helped sustain in high productive economy and low unemployment. Craftsmanship is another hallmark of Swiss culture. The nation is world famous for watchmaking, in an industry that blends artistry with engineering. Brands as Rolex, Patek Philippe, and Omega symbolize precision and enduring quality. Swiss design often emphasizes functionality, durability, and understated elegance. Fondant and rices are beloved community dishes, especially during the coldest months. Swiss chocolate has become an international symbol of excellence, with the companies like Lindt and Sprungly and Nestle contributing to its distribution. Outdoor life remains an essential part of the Swiss lifestyle. Hiking, skiing, cycling, and swimming are popular across all age groups. Mountain huts and lakeside promenade invite regular contact with nature. Bonfire, fireworks, beaches, and recreational music mark the occasion in town and mountain communities throughout the country. Folk costume and art form performance and yachting continue to preserve the cultural heritage. Sweet homes and community are often characterized by simplicity and functionality. Quality is valued over excess. Many people prioritize financial responsibility and environment awareness or long-term planning. These pragmatic outlooks shape both personal choice and public policies. Despite the country's popularity, most styles remain a respecting feature. Success is acknowledged, but authenticity is generally avoided. This understanding approach contributes to calm and balance the atmosphere that many visitors notice immediately. Life in Switzerland changes with the season. Winter brings skiing and cozy evening in mountain chalets. Spring fills the valley with flowers. Summer offers hiking and lakeside recreation. Autumn transforms vinegar and the forest into rich shades of gold and red. Swiss culture is defined by precision, diversity, and a deep appreciation for quality. It is a society where multiple languages and traditions coexist harmoniously, where craftsmanship is elevated to an art, and where the natural world remains central to everyday life. Together, these values have created one of the world's most distinctive and admired way of life. Part 9. Train season and science journey. Few countries are closely associated with rail with river as Switzerland. Across mountain, valley, and lake shore, trains connect nearly every corner of the country. Remarkable speed, precision. For many visitors, the journey itself became one of the most memorable parts of the Swiss Alps. Railways are not simply a means of transportation. They are representing a general landscape and national identity. Switzerland's railway network is among the most efficient in the world. Trail runs with exceptional punctuality, linking major cities with the remote and alpine villages. Tunnel peaks in mountain, bright span, deep ravines, and Cornwall rails climb step loop once considered inaccessible. This system reflects the Swiss commitment to reliability, innovation, and public service. Among the country's most famous routes is Glacier Express. This panoramic trains travel between Zermatt and Zermatt, crossing nearly 300 kilometers of spectacular mountain scenery. Along the way, it passes through 1991 tunnels on over 100 of bridges. Passengers witness glacier, alpine meadow, forest, and charming village from a large panoramic window. Despite its name, the Glacier Express is not known for speed. It is celebrated for a beauty of journey. Another legendary route is the Bernina Express, traveling between Zurich and Lucerne in Italy. It climbs to more than 2,200 meters without the aid of car-built system. The line travels dramatic spiders, snow-covered passes, and palm-lined valleys, demonstrating the extraordinary range of Swiss landscape. Both of the Glacier Express of the Bernina Express are internationally renowned for combining technology achievement with breakthrough results. The railway experience changes with seasons. In winter, trains pass through the silent valley blanketed in snow. Frozen waterfalls hang from cliffs, and villagers know abandon the life of mountain chalets. Spring brings rushing rivers are filled with flowers. Summer reveals a green meadow and a hiker on alpine trail. Autumn transforms forests and vineyards into rich shades of gold and crimson. Beyond the panoramic trains, everyday journeys are equally impressive. The GoldenPass Line connects central and western Switzerland, passing lakes, vineyards, and mountain resorts. Local trains wind through the valley to villages where traditional life continues much as it has for generations. Even sport trips offer unforgettable views. The integration of train, boat, buses, and cable cars make travel extremely convenient. A visitor can arrive by train, boat, and steamboat across the lake, and continue by Caldwell Railway to a mountain summit using a single coordinate schedule. The Zermatt system is a source of nation pride. Scenic journey reveal modern landscape that demonstrate how Switzerland has harmonizes technology with nature. Infrastructure is designed not to dominate the environment, but to work within its presence and respect. For Swiss residents, trains are an essential part of daily life. For travelers, they provide an immersive way to experience the country. Watching the Matterhorn appear through the window or crossing the Landweser village create a moment of lasting wonder. In Switzerland, movement become part of the destination. Each journey offers changing life, shifting perspective, and deeper appreciation of the country beauty. From snowy passes to sunlit lakes, the railway reveals Switzerland in all seasons. And with every departure and arrival, they express the elegance, efficiency, and timeless charm that defines the Swiss experience. Conclusion: the land of Alps, lake, and timeless beauty. Switzerland is a country where nature, beauty, and human achievement exist in remarkable harmony. From the elegant streets of Zurich and Geneva to the medieval charm of Lucerne, from the towering peaks of the Alps to the crystal clear water its lake, Switzerland offers a landscape and a way of unlike any other. Its mountains have shaped by the nation and geography, culture, and identity. Its history, the product unique political system founded on nationally federalism and direct monarchy. Its tradition of craftsmanship, precision, and innovation have earned the global admiration. Whether through the world-famous watches, fine chocolate, or one of the most efficient transportation systems in on Earth. Switzerland's consistently reflect an extraordinary commitment to quality. Yet beyond the achievement lies something more enduring, a profound respect for balance between tradition and progress, diversity and unity, human ambition and the natural world. In Switzerland, snow-covered peaks rise above quiet village, trains glide through mountain passes, and fall language coasts within a single nation. The result is a country that feels both timeless, forward-looking. For travelers, Switzerland offers more than a postcard perfect scenery. It offers a sense of calm, order, and wonder. A place where every season reveals new beauty and where each journey through the mountains deepens one's appreciation for a landscape and valor that define the extraordinary nation. This is Switzerland, the land of Alps and lakes and the timeless beauty.